Hello. So, um, yeah, I'm going to talk about governing Meta Dragon. In the book Slaying Dragons by Michael L. Hall, uh, co-founder of Semantics, he talks about the subjects of dragons and why he talks about pain body as a dragon rather than pain body as Ekatal talks about is because he has seen a pattern of lower dragons would be the pain body and the higher dragons would be governing frames of mind that are ill functioning. And today I'm going to talk about the higher realm dragons. So this is going to be a bit philosophical because I'm going to go into the subject of culture and social ethics in culture and how the argument around it goes to try to lure you in to follow a certain culture's way. So usually when a person argues for social ethical questions, they come to look at how you're reasoning. And why they focus on how you're reasoning is because they don't want you to see the full argument of what rules you are to follow. Now, why a person would do this is solely so they know what to expect of you and not necessarily uh, in a way that would profit you. This can go really bad if you're, say, promotional focused and you are with a person that is very prevention focused because you will experience what's called cognitive dissonance after a while. And sure, if it's a very small argument, uh, then the cognitive dissonance might not be that bad. But if it's a very large um, argument about how you should live your life, it would be a problem. Hmm. So I'm going to put a very good statement here, sort of like A is A is not B. Sure, they are both letter, but still they are different. So simply, you cannot expect a guy to treat a woman as a child. So when you say you should protect women and children, the statement there is sort of like wrong because you put them in the same category and they are two different categories. I do believe, for example, that women are well capable of defending themselves and defending their own country. Therefore, they are not as much need in protection. Other than if the woman is pregnant, where then you defend the child that the woman is bearing. So and there's an example of the social culture morals or ethics, where you try to govern, create some rules around an argument, It doesn't matter if the argument is true or false. In why they use this argument is to know that what to expect of certain behaviors of people. So why do I have this? Well, you can control development very well, for say in a company or in a country, but it does not necessarily means that it's going to profit the individual. So if let's say that I were to be a German guy at the Second World War, it would not really profit me to go out to war, but it would profit the country, German, for me to go out to the war, and thereby they would try to create a culture where it's good to sacrifice yourself for your country, and parents would learn to believe that it's worth to sacrifice their sons and daughters to your country. So how some of these arguments sounds like is usually they ask how you think about stuff. So let's say that someone has treated you bad, and they're going to ask you, how do you reason around this? You might not even reason about it, you just like, fuck off. But they will try to, they want to know what result they might expect so that you don't go crazy and kill someone. So they're going to try to reason with you about possible consequences of what they don't want you to do. This gets sort of like a very fucked up problem if you are promotional focused, because you want rules to follow, not rules not to not break. So to explain the difference here is if you ask a promotional focused guy not to hit the wall, and the only important thing is that he's not supposed to hit the wall, and you keep on empathizing on that, that person is going to hit the wall rather than hit the red dot in the dart. Dartboard. But if a prevention focused guy has absolutely no problem with that, he just like looks around where he does not want to hit and is okay with hitting anywhere in the area where it's not supposed to hit. So if you're promotional focused and you focus on the red dot, you're more likely to hit it, but you might fail sometimes and hit the wall. No biggies, it's okay to do mistakes. A prevention focused guy does not have that sort of like focus. Therefore, if he hits the red dot, it's only by pure luck. And why is it then important to learn this? Yeah, well, I want you to learn this because if you know it exists and you can have these governing rules in your mind that does not fit you, you need to understand that they are there and that does not fit you. You need to be able to change those rules to work better for you in order to succeed what you're doing. And so far, I have been doing this by simply not having any rules, just focus on what I want to succeed with. Uh, but there are some very important factors here that need to take account to, and those are the pain body, the mind, the ego. And if either of those are things that are controlling you or are able to act out through you, you might do things that you will regret in the end. And no consequences or knowing about those consequences will really stop you if these are the things that govern you. Uh, so you need to learn about ethical stuff and also about um, who you really are, the observer or the I. When you stop living in the past, you can stop thinking so much about the future as well. You have these old past hurts maybe in your life, and you go and keep on holding on to resentments and stuff like that. It's also going to be problems with actually letting yourself let go of rules and thought of consequences, because yeah, you might do stuff that you regret. But rules, well, and laws are only for those who have not awakened. Given that you want to use your mind in a very good fashion and way, you should not have really any governing rules at all. No musts, no must nots. Um, yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Yeah. So, to sum up this, you must not do anything other than one day die. When you learn to control the pain body and the mind, uh, and be present in the moment, you you don't need to have any rules to follow anymore, no laws to care about, just what you want to achieve in life. And of course, as Alex says, use empathy as well, because otherwise you're going to become so like this big psycho. Trust me, I've been there. And it's only a question of time before your empathy comes back and you're going to feel bad about the stuff you have done. So, yeah, have that in mind. Sorry about that. If you want to have it in your mind, have it in your mind. Well, this is Martin here saying goodbye.